Hello, this is Jesus from Hostel Labs, and today we're going to be talking about 10 AI coding tools you need to use to create your projects in 2025. You don't need to drag and drop to build your projects anymore. I have been there and done that. I have used Bubble, Framer, Webflow, FlutterFlow, among other tools to create my projects, but I don't do that anymore. You can use the power of AI to build the projects and push the boundaries of what is possible. Let's be real, no code, they have set boundaries for which you cannot exceed unless you know how to code. Now, this video is specifically helpful for those new to the AI coding world and those that want to discover new AI coding tools to test. I wanted to be straightforward with you from the beginning because I wanted to make sure that I'm not wasting your time, but what you're going to see here is valuable, especially if you want to find new AI coding tools to perhaps push the boundaries a little bit forward. But before we continue, I want to ask you to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I am on a mission to educate millions around the world about the power of AI coding tools, and with your like, it helps me reach more people out there. But I'm not going to bog you down with that. Let's start with the first tool that I love. First tool that I want to talk to you about is Bolt.new. Bolt.new is one of the most popular AI coding tools, and for good reason. Bolt.new allows you to build almost anything from landing pages, SaaS applications, websites. If you can think it, you can build it in Bolt. Now, the interface that Bolt provides is this one. As you can see, you can write your prompt down here. You can upload files for Bolt to use as a reference for. And I will talk about a tool that actually allows you to create great files. Then I will talk about why that is important. And it also has some experimental features that I'm using. But more importantly, you can write a simple prompt to Bolt and it can improve the prompt that you're writing. It's not as good as a tool that I'm going to showcase later on today, but I would say that it is pretty good. So some things that you can build with Bolt is, this is a website. As you can see, it has some animations to it. It got scrolling slide bar. It got some pages built in that you can visit. So I created a pricing page, some templates page, and so on and so forth. And lastly, I created what I want to describe as a really cool business directory. And this is, again, completely built using Bolt, but I have integrated third-party APIs for the weather and some other aspects of it. I will show you, it has animations, it has references, it has a lot of information that makes a complete directory. So if we go to Machu Picchu as an example, so now we got some information on the economic overview. So it did a great job. Bolt did a great job on building this directory. So these are some restaurants, some pros and cons of going to Machu Picchu as a destination, got the weather there, 3-day forecast, best time to visit. It did an excellent job putting together this. You got restaurant page. Of course, it can use some improvements, but I would say that overall, for 20-30 minutes of work, this is a really good start to it. Second tool that I want to showcase today is Lovable. Lovable is another AI coding tool that can do almost everything that Bolt can do. But while there are some things that it might fall a little bit short, I would say that it more than make up for it with other features. One feature that I really love is their Figma import. By using builder.ai, you can import Figma designs into Lovable and make carbon copies of these designs for you without writing a single line of code. That's kind of crazy. So I have worked in a few projects in this, They have templates that you can use as a starting point. They don't have that many, but they have quite a few. And you can also look at what people are building. Unfortunately, you are not going to be able to use them for your own projects, but it's really cool that they allow you to build a really nice projects with it. Um, I deleted the database for most of them, but I will give you an idea of what you can build. So this is a business directory that I started working on. It has some upcoming events, popular categories, cities. You can click on the cities and it can take you to their pages, at least for some of them. Um, they got some popular locations. So this was just like a 5-10 minute trying to figure out exactly how to work better with Lovable at the beginning when they first started. Then I made a demo for different animations that you can make using Lovable. You can actually make almost any animation with Lovable, which is the second feature that I would say is completely insane. If you can think of it, you can probably build it using Lovable. Then we have another business directory, this time in light color mode. It got some pages built into it. They're probably not routed properly. So, but let's see. Now it's just the landing page, but basically it's, I would say, much nicer than the other one. And lastly, I made a video game in which I can shoot red balls and I lose if a red ball touches me. So basically, you can build video games using Lovable, which is really cool because how many times in your life, if you're not a coder, you thought that you could build a video game? Probably not many, just like me. The third tool that I would like to showcase today is Visio by Vercel. Visio is a really nice tool when it comes to design. You can design almost anything that you can think of in Visio. Similar to all other AI coding tools, you can write your prompt in the input box and you can attach files, Figma files, and images, or almost anything else to be able to create a better looking design. Let me show you what has been done. This is a dashboard that was created using Visio, but more importantly, websites look really nice. As you can see, there is a video background and there's some designs and animations that were created using Visio, which is quite nice if you ask me. Then we have this other website that was also created by Visio. This is more of a hero image. If I refresh this page, hopefully we can get all the animations going. Let me bring it back to full screen, and the animations are going. And as you can see, they stay there, but it provides a nice looking animation. And lastly, a product launch landing page that if you were to use third-party software, you would be paying about $20 to $30 per month. By building it with Visio, your bill is reduced to about $5 or less. So that's a win to me, if you ask me. So Visio is great for design. Their websites are hosted in Vercel, which is a really big hosting provider. So it's not like your creation is going to go away. And by the way, all the tools that I have mentioned so far, and most of the tools that I would be mentioning here in the next few minutes, cost $20 to $30 per month just to build them. And then after that, you only pay for hosting after you're done building. The fourth tool on my list is Softgen. Softgen, similar to Bolt and Lovable, uses AI to build your project. But the main difference is that with Softgen, you can specify whether or not you just want the front end, meaning a landing page, or whether or not you want a full stack website, meaning like a social network, business directory, or any other project that will use a database for the back end. So it's pretty cool. You can just enter your name, select which one, answer some questions, and move forward. I have created two different versions of a CRM. I am obsessed with CRM, so let's get that out of the way. You're probably already thinking about it because I probably already showed you a few CRMs. But yeah, I have built a few CRMs in the last couple of months because I think that that is an ideal project that gives me a better idea of the capabilities that the AI coding tool can do by me prompting it. So version one, it provided me this, which I would say it looks pretty nice. I didn't build most of the functionality, as you can see, but it gave me a better idea of how it can do the dashboard. It's okay, but this one looks much better, in my opinion. This is an AI code, a CRM building with this AI coding tool, a CRM that I call Desmily CRM. Is a name that I really like. It created all the documents here and all the code is here, and I can upload more code or create new folders or new files. I can even download the code and host it wherever I want. And here it is my dashboard. And as you can see, it has a little bit nicer user interface for what I'm trying to build. Now, a few things about Softgen is number one, is probably one of the youngest tools in this, at least, even though AI coding tools have been around for only 3 to 4 months now. Softgen has been around for a month and a half. Their team is developing features really fast. So I'm impressed by how fast they're moving, and they definitely have some good potential. And that's why they made it this list. But I just wanted to get that out of the way because if you find some bugs, please know that they're one of the youngest tools in the AI coding list that I am providing you today. Fifth tool in this list is Tempo-Labs. Tempo-Labs is an AI coding tool similar to Visio, Lovable, Softgen, Bolt, and the others. What makes Tempo-Labs a little bit different than the ones that we have already mentioned is that now we're transitioning a little bit to the right side. So if on the left side you have exclusively AI coding tools, on the right side you're going to have a mix of AI coding tools and drag and drop builders similar to no-code applications. And I would say that Tempo-Labs is somewhere in the middle, shifting to the right, because you can use AI coding tools with this application in conjunction with being able to edit your designs using the drag and drop component. This is a CRM that I built with them. This is the dashboard. We built a product page and some analytics and some other stuff in here. It was really cool, really refreshing to use Tempo-Labs to build this, as Tempo-Labs started in a slightly different way. So let me prompt this to create a new project so I can tell you I can either connect a GitHub repository, which all other tools are able to do. They're just not as explicit as Tempo-Labs. You can design in a blank canvas, or you can generate the app using the AI coding tool. Let me show you how it is. I'm designing the blank canvas. You can pick your database. Right now it's only Supabase, but they're coming out with Drizzle and Prisma integrations. And for the front end, you can either use Vite, which is the only one available right now, or you will be able to use Nest.js or Remix for future iterations. Tempo-Lab, similar to CodeGen, is a fairly new app, so you are looking at potentially running into some bugs. There are not that many that I have found so far, but I just wanted to get that out of the way, so expectations straight for you to know that that could be the case as you're going through. Now here on the left sidebar, you're going to find the connect to Supabase. They have a native integration to Supabase, so it's pretty cool because you don't have to, work some kind of black magic to be able to achieve that integration. You can also use the Figma extension to bring in your designs from Figma into Tempo-Labs. Here in the middle, you can enter your title and write your PRD, your product description. and that will be guiding the process for Tempo Labs. Now, if you look right here, this is the editor for the design. You can insert text. I just inserted a text, and I can change it just like any other AI tool. More specifically for me, that would be Bubble. It reminds me a whole lot of that, but with some aspects of Webflow and Framer, if you must. So it's pretty cool being able to have these. They have branches, they have version history. You can enter your design system here, or you can generate it. You can manage your files that is producing here, and whatever you are building is coding it in the backend for you. And you have your terminal down here. You can open more than one. So it's pretty cool. This offers you a little bit more of a blend between AI coding tool and no code. And for those of you that don't want to go fully AI coding tool because of one reason or the other, this is probably the tool that you will want to be looking at to be able to get started and get the ball rolling. Fully recommended. I really had a great time with it. For the sixth tool that we're going to be showcasing, we're talking about Readdy AI. And Readdy AI is an AI coding tool that at the moment it can only create front end software. But I have to say that the generations that you get from it are actually really nice. And I will show you some of the generations that I have created. Number one, we have these. Let's bring the preview for you to see. But basically, you have, oh, this is actually a preview. You have these for an AI coding tool. There is a dashboard attached to it. As you can see, is interactive. I also created a social media app with some authentication and profile and main pages for you to see. So this is the authentication. You got a profile page right here for the user to edit on their profile. And you have a main page just like any social media application. So I would say it's quite nice, especially taking in consideration that all I did was enter my prompt and let the AI know exactly what I wanted to do in order for it to get me everything that I needed on back. For the seventh AI tool, we have Reweb. Reweb, similar to Tempo Labs, is a mix of an AI coding tool and what we already know as a no-code tool. The cool thing about this is that it goes further to the right to the no-code tool, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I started building this landing page for my CRM, and as you can see, I can select specifically what I want to change and change it. I can also add new elements to it by using one of their pre-built elements, or I can go down here and ask the AI to make modifications. So to the hero section, add a main image for me just below the static free button. So the cool thing is that the AI can enter exactly what I want to add. It didn't do exactly what I intended it to do, but we're going to drag this and drop it at the top. That way we actually get what we were looking for. We're going to delete this section and we're going to go back up. We're going to replace this image with an image of the dashboard, and it worked exactly as expected. But you can change these images. Let's say I wanted to switch these for the Shopify logo. It can change like that. So it's pretty cool that you can play with the AI, and in addition to that, you can also drag and drop and build anything that you will want exactly how you want it. And you can also import from Figma and get those designs that you already have in Figma into Reweb. You can export the code. And what I typically do is I export the code from Reweb and take it to my favorite AI coding tool, because Reweb is only able to build the front end. There is no back end that is built by Reweb. So that's a little constraint right there. But I like the fact that I can actually build exactly how I want it and then take it to any other AI coding tool for further refinement and for publishing. Now, for number 8, I want to bring to your attention a tool that I'm actually using. No crap, I'm using this to build a SaaS application, and I spend most of my time using this tool. This is by far my favorite AI coding tool. When it comes to coding anything, I go to Replit agents. Replit agents, what I like is that the code that that brings out is pretty clean, and the designs are really nice, and I really enjoy building with Replit agents. Now it takes a little longer than most other AI coding tools, and the reason is because it iterates as it's building, so it takes a little bit longer time. I want to show you a few of my creations. I'm creating this CRM that I can show you here right now. And this CRM is a CRM that I'm actually using for myself to grow my business. And you have tasks, you have contacts, companies, you have monetizations, integrations, you get settings. I have built almost everything that I will need in order to be able to keep track of everything in my business. And I'm also building this creator studio. And this creator studio is basically a way for me to create content. And right now is focused on being a replacement for the script, because I'm paying about $60 per month. But as you can see, you can record videos and everything else. I'm still working. It's a work in progress. I want to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff with it here in the near future. But I'm able to create this because I use Replit agents, and Replit agents is definitely what is making all of this possible. Now, don't get me wrong, Lovable, another great and one of my favorite AI tools. I use it for all of my clients, especially since they don't have big requirements. One of the big things about Replit agents is that you get $25 per month in credits if you get their yearly plan. And I use that for the hosting and the database. That way I only have one bill rather than a whole bunch of them. So Lovable is a great tool. Reweb is a great tool. Visio is a great tool. But I believe that all of them have their own space in regards to what they can do and what you should be using them for. Now, for number 9, this is not an AI coding tool per se, but it's a great companion to any of the AI coding tools that we have covered in this video. And this tool is called CodeGuide. CodeGuide will create all the documents and all the prompts that you need in order to be able to create exactly what you're looking for. So it saves you time because you don't have to go back and forth with the AI. It saves you money because you don't have to buy additional credits to continue prompting the AI, trying to get it to do exactly what you want to do. And it saves you your sake. I have pulled my hair way too many times trying to figure out how to get these AI tools to do exactly what I wanted. But once I started using CodeGuide, I can tell you that I have been able to get exactly what I want, how I want it, and when I want it. And basically what it does is it will ask you some questions about exactly what you need to do, and it will give you the exact documents that you need to upload along with instructions on how to do it in order for you to be able to get what you're looking for. It does everything from web apps, mobile apps, extensions, plugins. If you can code it in these AI coding tools, you name it, it can do it for you. It can build those set of instructions that you need. It's highly recommended. It's $29 per month. It's one of the tools that I use daily as I'm using AI coding tools to build my projects. And we've made it to the end of yet another video. I really appreciate you taking your time and watching this video. I really hope that it get you some ideas on how to get started using AI coding tools, what tools to look for, and how to perhaps maximize the effectiveness of these tools. I have many tutorials in this channel. So I will say that if you're going to get started, look through the channel and find the tool that you want to use. I have many tutorials for many tools, but I can tell you that it is a great starting point if you're getting started. I have been using AI coding tools for the last few months. They haven't been around for that long. So I can say that I have shared every single piece of knowledge that I have acquired in the last few months, and I will continue sharing those. So if you like what you're seeing, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next one.